Would you care for some tea?
That would be very nice, thank you.
Hi everyone, FT here. I hope you're all doing well. Well, here I am in my dining room again. So that can only mean one of two things. I am either going to be doing a review of an MRE, or I'm going to do a box opening of a collectible. Well, this video happens to be about the box opening. I will be doing a video from the same location on the MRE, so keep an eye out for that one. Now, this collectible is not an Iron Man collectible. It's the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. Being a British boy, I grew up looking forward to Saturdays when Doctor Who was on. So I grew up with lots of Doctor Who. As it's the 50th anniversary this year, I thought I would get myself a collectible marking the occasion, and it arrived today and I'm going to share it with you. No housekeeping today, because when I do my MREs or collectibles I don't smoke, but I am using the knife, HRT knife, that was gifted to me by Briar Fire, Florida. And there it is. "50 years of Doctor Who," and I got myself a Union flag Dalek. But this one has 8 Dalek phrases in it, and it's basically a push along. It's got the lights, of course, the speech lights, and the eye light comes on. So let's get it out of the box and put it together and see what it looks like. The boxes are worth keeping. I mean, as a collector, one should always keep the boxes. In fact, as a true collector, you shouldn't even take it out of the box. I personally don't collect that way. I do keep the boxes. In fact, I flat pack them when I can, and I keep them all up in my attic. I do like taking the objects out and putting them in a display cabinet or on display somewhere. True collectors don't like that, because you can no longer say it's mint in box. So it comes with a little leaflet, basically how to install the batteries, how to connect the parts that are not connected while it's in the box for transit, and that's it really. What they don't tell you is that you need a screwdriver to get it out of the box, and I don't mean a sonic screwdriver, so I better go and get one. Right. 4 plugs holding that on. So there we have the Doctor Who 50th anniversary Dalek. plainly see it's painted in the Union flag colours. I will put some batteries in it in a minute. Basic features on this one. This nodule here is the activation button. This is the button to activate the speech. That allows it, it completes the circuit so it can speak. These are in the ball sockets, so they can be positioned any position you like within the 360 degrees. Now, a bit disappointing is that this gun doesn't even have a light on the end. Now that's a pretty easy thing to do, because what I tend to do is to drill it out, because it's solid in the centre there, drill it out, put an LED in it and feed it through into the circuitry inside. So again, when you push the button it will talk, but also the extermination light will work. So I'm not going to push that all the way. The plunger, classic plunger, again it's in the ball socket on this side, so it can go at any position. It's supposed to be telescopic, but it isn't. It's just moulded plastic. But it's okay for what it is. The eye socket does light up, and the, I don't know what these are, they're not eyes, but the speech indicators do flash. Now the head is supposed to be able to rotate, but I've noticed it's won't rotate 360 degrees as is supposed to. So again, I'm going to have to get inside this, it's probably just a plastic grommet stopping it move or something. A bit disappointing that. Dalek's head's supposed to spin 360 degrees. So again, I'll modify it. What is quite cool on this one, apart from the colour scheme, because that's why I wanted it, is just below the eye, on the identification plaque here, it says 2013, so it's actually dated to this year, which is quite a nice added extra. And at long last, on this particular one, long overdue, is the rotating body. And that has 360 degrees of rotation, as should the head. So I'll get in and take a look at that. Basically it's running on single shaft through the middle on both freewheeling wheels. You can see these wheels, they're on a single shaft going all the way through. But this is the same moulding of the Dalek I have upstairs, the spare Dalek I have upstairs, that obviously had motors installed, and this is what these bulges are for here. This is where the gearing for the motor was, and the motor sat either side here feeding these. I'm hoping this whole bottom part can come off, and I'll replace it with the one from the other Dalek, which has all the electronics for the motor in it. Little box of the batteries and a free running caster on the front. So I've fitted the batteries, and when you turn them on, his eye comes on, and then he has 8 phrases.
Seek, locate, annihilate. Seek, locate, destroy. You will obey the Daleks. Obey, obey. Halt, or you will be exterminated. You are an enemy of the Daleks. We are the supreme beings. Exterminate.
done here, I've lined my Daleks up, not all of them by a long shot, but a representation of the different sizes. So the one you're looking at now, this beastie, is it's just the biggest one I have, and it stands at 20 inches tall. Then we come to this one here, with the Union flag on him. He's 13 inches tall, that one is. Now I've got another 3 of that size. 2 are exactly the same, and they look exactly the same configuration as the one you're looking at now, with the plunger. And the other one I have, which makes the 4 now, is similar configuration, except instead of a plunger it's got a metal cutter, a claw metal cutter. Then we come down again in size to this one here, and that Dalek is about 8 inches tall, 8.5 inches. That one's actually a bubble bath container. Then we come to this little beastie here, and these ones are just short of 6 inches. They're not quite 6 inches. And then the tiny little one over here, which was a gift to me by ADZ, along with 2 others and a little TARDIS. So they're fairly new to my collection. And that little beastie comes to about 2 inches, just about 2 inches. And there it is, the 50th anniversary Dalek. Not bad. The paint job's not as bad as I've heard. I've heard that it was really poor, but in fact this one's pretty good. I've got no complaints of that at all. So we just have to see if I can do some modifications on it, just to enhance it a little bit. So thanks for watching, stay safe.
You will obey the Daleks. Obey, obey.
And I'll see you on the next video.
What? Or you will be exterminated. You are an enemy of the Daleks.
Thanks for watching.